Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to introduce my rolling project pan for next year, kind of focusing on the rest of my collection aside from my eyeshadows. Now I do have a couple of single shadows that I'd like to work into this project, but for the most part, we're just gonna keep it face products, no eyeshadow really. In 2020 was kind of the first time I ever really got super serious about project panning. I started last year around August. And then from there, I just kind of tried to pan everything without a structure too much, but I quickly learned that that wasn't gonna work. So I determined that I should create some kind of system for myself. And I had been watching a lot of Sarah Rose's projects and even Kelly Gooch's projects. They all tend to be around the 10 mark for their rolling style project pans, and I thought that was the nice easy way to manage all those things. So I wanted to kind of form my own into a rolling 10 pan, and I liked that. I used that for most of the year, or well, I guess I used that since August of this year. But for 2021, I wanted to do something a little bit more exciting to keep me motivated using my products, because after my no-buy year, I've kind of run through most of my products and I'm wanting to replenish, but not overly replenish. So I just kind of want to have this be a focus, but not too much of a focus, but enough to keep me interested. So I decided, instead of just doing a regular rolling 10 pan style, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 21 and 21. By 21 and 21, I don't necessarily mean empty 21 products. I mean hit goal on 21 products. That could be panning, that could be emptying, that could be a usage goal. I'm thinking for the most part it'll be emptying, but we'll kind of see, because I do have a few products from this last year that are getting closer to being emptied. So I do want to empty those, but then there's others that I want to hit pan on. Now, I don't want to just throw 21 products in at once, so I will keep the structure of this project pan as 10 at a time. So it'll be a rolling 10 pan, but its aim is to hit 21 goals in 2021. So this is an all-year project. I'll have monthly updates. I will be rolling products in as I finish other ones up, which is exciting for me. I like the whole rolling style projects. I think it's really fun to introduce new products and things. But I'm kind of running out of daylight, so let's go ahead and jump into what products I'll be focusing on this next year, or the first 10 products I'll be focusing on this next year, because there will be more. I can almost guarantee there will be more than just these 10. I've got them all laid out over here, and we will just get into it. So a few of these products I have already been using in 2020, but I wanted to go ahead and roll them into this 2021 because they're either close to being emptied or because they're not quite at the goal that I wanted them to be at in 2020, or I've just decided I wanted to finish them. This first product falls into that category. It's my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter in Fair 1. I have had this for a while. I've had this, I think, since 2019. Towards the beginning of the year. I didn't use it too much then. Honestly, I started right here in March of this last year. And as you can see, I'm lower than this. This is my November marking, and I haven't marked for December yet. So I'm probably actually more like down here. So I think this will only take me, obviously this has been a lot of time, but I think this will only take me probably another 2 to 3 months to get done. Once I get to a point where I can't get any more out of the tube just on its own without taking out the stopper, I will take the stopper out, because I do like this quite a bit. I think it's a really good product and I want to be able to use all of it up if I can. So yeah, I'm going to take the stopper out once I get down there, and then I hope to have this one finished up, like I said, in about 2 to 3 months, but we'll see. I have been making steady progress, so I think it's doable. My second product is actually a new product to panning. I have, however, been using this exclusively for about 4 months. So back in September, I think it was, I finished up my L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear foundation. And that was my last foundation that I had at the start of the year. So I purchased the Milani Screen Queen to replace it. Now, as I was on my no-buy, it was a replacement only no-buy, so I didn't buy anything until I was almost out. So this was my replacement for that L'Oreal foundation. Since then, I've been using it exclusively as it's my only foundation. Actually, that's a lie. I have a sample foundation that's a mini. And I have been using that occasionally, but I save that because it's a full coverage. But this is my everyday foundation. This I used, I would say, a good 99% of the time. Anyways, I've been using this almost exclusively. And as you can see, I've made a lot of progress. It doesn't look as much on this side, but you look down on this side and you see it's probably somewhere in the middle. It kind of settles weird where it's like on this angle. You can kind of see it. It just does this weird angling thing. I find that if I unscrew the top and kind of swirl it around a little bit, it evens out. So I might do that for the pictures, but yeah, this one, I really, really like this one. I'm not trying to use it up to get it out of my collection beyond just wanting to try something new, and this being my oldest. At the moment, my only, but I do have another one on its way. But yeah, I just want to get this used up because I don't want it to go bad. I've had it since September, I think. September or August, I can't remember. And I just want to get it used up, give it some love. I would probably repurchase this one. I do really, really like it. I think it does a really good job, has very little fragrance, always looks very nice. I definitely recommend this one. And like I said, I'll probably repurchase it. I just want to get it used up. The next product I want to focus on is a bronzer or a contour shade, depending on how you like to use it. I don't really contour. I just bronze. I use everything as a bronzer. I'm pale enough that everything can be a bronzer on me. So I just bronze. But the bronzer slash contour that I'm talking about is from the Charlotte Tilbury from the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. And this is the shade that I'm talking about, Sculpt. I got this for my wedding last year, last October, and I used it only a handful of times. I really, really like it. I think it's very nice, but I haven't used it enough to know how much I love it. So I really want to get some good use out of it, give it some love, really get to know the product better, because at this point I don't really know it so much as I like it. But that could also be partially because I think the packaging is gorgeous, and I think that just everything that Charlotte Tilbury does is gorgeous. So yeah, I want to actually get to know this product and get some use out of it. And one of the ways that I'm kind of doing that is I'm going through all of my bronzers right now, which I don't have many, but I'm going through all of them and I'm working on hitting pan on all of them. So I want to hit pan on it. I don't know how long that'll take me. It takes me an average of about 3 months, I think, to hit pan on a bronzer. So I guess that probably will be the case for this one. It looks like the total package is 16 grams, but I guess that means that the bronzer is 8 grams on its own. So I don't know exactly how long that'll take me. I'm guessing about 3 months though. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to hit pan on the Sculpt shade and we'll see how that goes. The next product that I'm working on is one that I'm rolling over from last year as well, and that is my Nars highlighter in Fort de France. As you can see, there's a lot of pan in here. This is from 2018, so this is actually technically expired. There is some like hard pan happening in some areas, primarily right in here. I don't know if you can see that, but I really love this highlighter, as you can probably tell. It's beautiful. It has such a gorgeous glow. I'm wearing it today, though I've been working all day, so you may not be able to tell anymore. I just think it's fantastic. I love using it. I think it's wonderful. This is really, you get so much product in here. Great bang for your buck. I will definitely repurchase at some point, but because it's so old, because I've had it for almost 3 years now, I want to go ahead and use this guy up. It'll take a while. I have a feeling this one will be more like 6 months. So we might see this for a while, but I want to get him used up. My next product is actually a sample product. I did not include samples as part of my inventory last year, but I decided I do want to do that this year. I saw Rebecca Morgan talk about how she keeps her samples as part of her inventory to keep her motivated to use them, because they are a product and they will go bad if you don't use them. So putting them in her inventory really pushes her to use them up so that at the end of the year, she doesn't have a bunch of samples just sitting in her inventory. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and do that for this next year as well. I don't currently have a ton of samples, but I do have a few that have been sitting around unused and I want to get them used up. And the first one of those that I've put in this project is this Buxom Wonderlust Primer Infused Blush Duo. It has 2 shades in it, Dolly and Mykonos. I don't know how long it'll take me to use these. I can't imagine it's going to take me longer than a month, so this is kind of a give me product, but I want to get it used up. I think that it needs to be out of my collection. I just want to get it used. I have used them a few times. You can probably see around here there's some usage, and I did like them the few times that I've used them, but I definitely want to get them used up. So this is my focus blush for the month of January. Hopefully I can get them both used up. The next product that I'm going to be working on is also a rollover. Actually, all but one of the remaining 5 are rollovers from 2020. So the first one is a single eyeshadow. Like I said, I'm going to roll a couple of these in throughout the year, probably just to keep my eye on all those. But this one I was already working on, so I definitely wanted to keep working on it. And it is my H&M Cream Shadow in the shade Sirocco. And I hope you can see that's what it looks like right now. It's got a big dip in there, but it's also got a lot of product. So I don't know that I'll be able to hit pan anytime soon, but that's my goal. I'd like to hit pan in this. It might take me quite a while. I don't use it a ton during the month, but I try to use it around 10 to 15 times. I've been averaging, I think, about 10, and I'd like to keep that average. So in January, my goal is to use this at least 10 times, and then just for this project, I want to hit pan in it. My next product is a gel eyeliner. It is my Bobbi Brown gel eyeliner. It is the black one. So I spent a lot of time this last year working to hit pan on it, and you can probably see that I did it right up here. I was focusing right there, and I did hit pan in it just a little bit, but still, it's a gel eyeliner, so it takes forever, and I want to try to use this up this year. I know it's gonna take forever. It's gonna take the whole year. I almost guarantee it, but I really wanna use it up. I use this almost every day, probably 20 to 25 times a month on average. I like it. I think it does a good job. It tends to stay pretty well in place. I'm not a gel eyeliner person, I've learned. I like liquid eyeliner, and that's about it. So I'd like to get this used up. It's not a bad product. It is on the older side. It's been in my collection a long time. I just don't love using it. It's not my favorite application method, so I want to get it used up as soon as I can. I need to go faster because it's getting really dark. So my next product is my Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in Pillow Talk. As you can see, there's not a ton left. It's pretty low. I don't know how quickly I'll get this one used up. I think probably 2 or 3 months. Lip liner always goes slower than you think it will. But then at the same time, when you measure it, you're like, oh wait, though that was a lot of progress. It just feels like I should have gone faster. So I don't know, I think 2, maybe 3 months on this one. I've been working on it. I really love this. I will repurchase this. But again, it's getting older and I don't want it to go bad, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it up. And the exact same thing with this next one. This is my Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution lipstick in the shade Pillow Talk. I bought both of those for my wedding. Really, really love them. This is like a holy grail type of lipstick for me. I think it's the perfect muted mauve-y toned lip color. It's nude, but it's pinky, but it's not in your face. It's great. I obviously don't have a ton left. Again, I think 2 or 3 months and I'll have this out. So just really wanting to focus on it. I don't want it to go bad. I'll almost definitely repurchase this in the future, but I want to get some of my products used up. All right, and then the final product that I'm working on is another sample, and that is this Nars Audacious lipstick sample kit. Now there are 8 shades in here, and my goal is to use each one of them up. So the way I'm gonna go about that is I'm actually going to randomly choose one of these shades for each month. So this is almost definitely gonna take me at least 8 months to get through. It's a commitment, I know, but I wanna do it. I wanna get it done. So yeah, I've got, 8 shades, 4 more neutral shades, 4 darker red shades, more bright kind of thing. I'm definitely gonna prefer these to these, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna try to, I probably what I'll do is I'll say completely empty at least these 3, and then I might set a number goal on these ones. Now, I forgot to randomly generate which one of these I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so Google chose number 7 for me, which is this shade Rita. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm gonna say that if I can use it up, fantastic. That's the ultimate goal. But if I get to using it and I just don't love the color of it, I'm going to say that I need to use it a minimum of 5 times. And that'll be goal. Again, these ones, I definitely want to empty, but these shades here are gonna be a little harder. I just wanna get use out of them, see if I like them. So yeah, so I'll be working on Rita. I'm gonna definitely use it 5 times. I'm gonna try to use it completely up. We'll see. We'll also learn how many times it'll take to use each one of these up. But yeah, so those are all 10 of my products. Those are what I want to use to focus on for this first portion of my 21 and 21. I hope it didn't get too dark. I think it did. I almost definitely know that it did. So I hope that this looks okay. I might have to refilm this. If I do, oh well. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.